Mm. All right. We're live from YouTube now. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Depending on time you're watching us from, you're welcome to our live session today, hosted by the Tricycle. And the topic of discussion today is chemistry, or better still, conviction versus chemistry. Conviction versus chemistry. Which of these should one really pay attention to? Which of these is really important? I've heard people tell me about chemistry. They say, uh, if I don't have a spark with that person, I won't go ahead with the relationship, or I won't want to date the person, or I won't want to marry the person. And the other one is, I don't have any connect with this guy, but there's just something about this guy that just drive me close by. And the thing is that this guy has purpose, he has character, he has somewhere he's going to. But on the other end, the person I have the spark with, the chemistry, I'm not seeing the direction, I'm not seeing the character, but there's just something about this guy that every time I just want to be around him, want to be in his presence. So, Mr. Ken, help me. My heart is going for this guy with the chemistry. Whereas the other guy has shown high level of, you know, good character. So at this point, who should I go with? So this is the topic of discussion today. This is the topic of discussion. But let me even ask before we start, and I need us to unmute our mic and speak. Have you ever been in that place where your heart is torn apart between two amazing guys? One, there's just this thing that keep you going back to him, even when you know he has some, bad character, he smokes. Maybe he doesn't smoke. I know you guys are all Christians, so he doesn't smoke, but he just has some bad character. He seems that you're not okay with, but there's just this bond, this connect between the two of you that you don't really want to let go. But something is telling you that this other guy that is not all put together, that you don't have that connect with, is still a guy, right guy, but your heart is just running towards the other guy. Has anyone ever experienced such?
I
Mhm.
have, but
Can you
it's
give us, I don't want to call name, but just paint a scenario for us and let's learn from you.
okay. So a scenario whereby it's two good people, they both have good characters and everything, but you're drawn to one person, but then the other person just um seems to have one thing that is of, I'll give an example of age,
Okay.
maybe younger than you. Yes, that's kind of situation. Yes.
All right. So is the other person, is he another person that have experienced such? I want to hear from you before we even go ahead so that at least that will help me to know where we are. Tolu, I'm wanting to hear from you. Is there another person that experienced such to hear from you?
I have to, and I also paint a scenario of somebody who is in a situation where he has everything is kind, is generous, he has good character, but unfortunately the God factor is a question mark in that situation. So it becomes a dicey kind of thing.
Okay. This shows that we really have something to discuss today because this is a real life situation. These are things that, or this is one of those things that even couples go through this particular topic of discussion. So that is why this topic of discussion is today is not just for the singles, both couples are also in this. You ask me how you're going to learn that soon. So, conviction and chemistry. One arrives uninvited and leaves due to certain circumstance or the same way it came. Yeah. But the other one is not does not arrive, but is built on. All right. And
Yes.
the one that arrives and leaves the same way is chemistry. Chemistry arrive the way it arrives, most often than not, that is how it leaves. I will give an example. You like someone because this person is outspoken, this person has the chemistry between you and two persons because this person has Queen English, can speak Queen English. And the person now all of a sudden fell sick, has an issue on his throat, and couldn't speak what people will hear. That chemistry will vanish. And chemistry you can always pinpoint where the chemistry is coming from. You can always pinpoint this person is tall, that is where the chemistry is coming from. This person is outspoken, this person is beautiful, this person, anytime you guys stand to speak, there's just this connect between you guys. So ability for you guys, to be able to speak speak together and communicate something reasonable. That is where this chemistry is from. And that is the reason why when you are in the same space with someone, just give it a little time, chemistry will start sparking. That connect, that thing that you guys, you feel that is love, that is coming in gradually. No, that's not love. It's actually chemistry because you guys have been in that space together and it just take space most time for chemistry to form. Are we all here? Are we all here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to do some bullet points on YouTube. So that's why I'm muted.
So now the next question is, have you ever felt something? Or I don't want to use the word something because something sounds small. Have you ever felt everything for someone who was actually wrong for you? Like you feel like everything, and later you realize this person is actually wrong for you. Or even while you are feeling that, you realize you already know that this person is wrong for you, but it's as if you're helpless. Something just keep drawing you and dragging you back to this person. Have anyone ever felt like that before?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the next question is, have you also felt nothing spectacular about the right person? Nothing. As in, this is the right person, but you have not felt anything spectacular about this person. But something just tells you, either through revelation or through the person's character, you just know that this is the right person for you. But anytime you look at him, you just like, it's as if one of them, this guy is not it, but you also know it's the right person. Nobody?
Uh, I'm not really answering, but I feel like you won't even try to pay attention if the person is right or not. Because, yeah,
Yeah,
you won't
that's
even
correct.
try to pay attention and see if the person is right or not.
That's correct. So whether you are seeking for chemistry or you are seeking for conviction, none of them is a standalone. I will explain. The only difference is that one is more rooted than the other. To the person that you are involved with, you need some level of chemistry. But where the problem lies is that if the only filter is chemistry, then there's a problem. If we have to put by percentage, if conviction is 70, chemistry is 30, that's okay. Even 60-40 most times is still okay. But if chemistry is 60, conviction is 40, then there's a problem. Because there has to be some level of chemistry between two persons. So that you're looking for chemistry, you're saying there is nothing, there is no chemistry, there's no spark between the two of us. You're not actually wrong for seeking for that. You're not wrong. So chemistry is a dopamine. And what is dopamine? Dopamine is a crucial chemical messenger and hormone made in the brain. And what is the work of this dopamine? It helps nerve cells talk to each other. People often call it the feel-good chemical because it plays a major role in how we feel pleasure, drive, and reward. So chemistry is that dopamine, that makes you feel like, there's something between me and this person. Because it's not just what you feel, it's about before that immediately, in fact, what ignites that spark is actually in the brain. All right. So that dopamine in the brain is that hormone that helps to ensure that once that hormone is released, once you feel that way, there's a hormone that is released that makes it active and not passive. So the chemistry is real, but not reliable. It can be manufactured by proximity, just like what I said earlier, chemistry by mystery or mastery, which is why it shows up strongly with people who are wrong for you. So if I show a character of mastery right now, some person will be drawn to me on their own without me going to look for them. Most times you just want, there are some needs women actually want. One of them is security. One of them is pride and proud. Pride, yeah. I use the word pride. You want someone that is in a position where you can say, that is my person. As a result of that, become a pride point. And power. So when you find yourself in the presence of these three characteristics, there's every tendency that you will always fall in for the person that have these characteristics. And the truth is that these persons might not really be right for you. They might be wrong for you. In fact, more often than none, they are wrong for you. But on the other end, conviction is an inner yes, rooted in values, in character, and a shared vision, rooted in values, in character, and in shared vision. So you see why you cannot throw conviction away. Between you and the person that you're saying that, okay, this person might be the right person for me, but because there is no chemistry between us, I cannot go ahead. Can we flip the coin? Have you asked yourself, what is the character of this person? Will this person be a good husband to you and a good father to your children? How does this person treat the people around him or around her? How does he treat his mom? Once those questions are answered, what are the values this person have? What are his values? Does your own value and the person's value, do they align? What are the vision? The person's vision and your vision. Is there any shared vision between the two of you? So that's why most times when I talk to ladies that are in talking stage with people and they just want to run away or because they feel that there is no spark between the two person, you might just be taking wrong decision. Why? Because you have not sat down to have real conversation. You are only filtering the person out because of chemistry. And I've said here, chemistry can vanish. Chemistry cannot stand the test of time. Even to married folks, there are times in the marriage when there is no chemistry at all. The only thing that is there is a conviction. So sit down and have real conversation with this person. Try to find out the values of this person, the character. Sit behind and watch and see how this person responds and treat others. Because that someday that is how he will treat you. And a shared vision. What is your vision? What is the vision of this person? Is there any alignment? Is there any definition or any conviction that two of you are going in the same direction? These are the things that you set out for yourself before taking a decision. Not on some mushy feelings. I'm not feeling the spark, the butterfly. My friend, even the scripture said to you that you should marry who you love, love who you marry. He said you should love who you marry. He never told you, there's no scripture in the Bible that said you should, that speaks of the opposite, as in love somebody before you marry the person. He only gives instruction to the person that you have married, that you should love the person. And on the other end, the flip end, he said, women, obey your husband, your own husband, respect your own husband. He didn't tell you to do that to everybody. So there is something about being specific to the person in question. So there's something about learning how to love somebody in their marriage. There is something about doing stuff that will build the spark. And to build spark is very easy. It's not a big deal. It's very easy. How? You guys just go out together, go to football game together, bring football and play together, serve together. Before you know it, just give it a little time. You just see that the bond between the two of you will start increasing. Will start increasing little by little. By the time you guys go out and you bring football and you start playing together, one person is tired and one person jump on each other. Before you know it, the spark you think it was not there will start building up. But if all you do, the decision you make is on the ground of chemistry, you'll be one of those that will be so miserable in their marriage. Because once that chemistry disappears and there is no conviction, there is no shared value, there is no character, you will pray that Jesus should come and take this and end this world. You should blow the trumpet, and the trumpet will refuse to blow. Trumpet will say, no, I'm not blowing. When I was telling you, did you hear me? So chemistry will always say, how do I feel? how would I feel with this guy? It's always about your feeling. That's what chemistry is about. It's always about your feeling. It's always about how this guy will make you feel. How everything about feeling, the jerk. Everything about feeling. Have you ever, sorry, I have to go this way, but I'll just ask you guys. Have you ever seen a woman that is praying for the fruit of the womb? I want you guys to admit to answer this question. Have you ever seen a woman that is praying for the fruit of the womb? I'm talking to people. Are you guys
Is
lying?
that the question? Have we ever seen
A
anybody
woman that is
pray?
praying for the fruit of the womb.
Oh,
Have you ever seen, do you know anyone that is praying for the fruit of the womb? Have you ever seen one?
Not really, sir. I don't think
not
so.
really.
Okay. Why I'm saying this is because it's still about this chemistry. But at that point, when you're praying for the fruit of the womb, maybe you've stayed 1 year, 5 years, 6 years, sex will no longer be a thing of pleasure. It will not be a thing of duty. I get what I'm saying. It will not be a thing of duty. Whether you want to do it for, whether in fact, pleasure will not even be important. Uh, Oga, please come. It's that time of the month. Even when he doesn't want, let's just come. You don't need to feel anything. Just come. When you drop it, you cannot go and sleep. It will not be a thing of duty. So I'm saying I have to go that deep to let you know that it's not always about how you feel. Because when reality hits, you realize that that chemistry is not there. It's about duty. It's about duty. So what does conviction say? Who am I becoming with this person? And do I believe in that future? That is what conviction will tell you. That is when you will ask. That is what confusion will ask. Who am I becoming with this person? If I get married to this person, what does the future hold for us? What does the future hold for the two of us? Do I believe in that future? So before you say no to that brother, can you sit back and ask yourself, if I get married to this person, or before you even say yes to him, what does the future hold for the two of us? Who will I become if I get married to this person? Will I become a shadow of myself? I was having a gist with one of our sister, and she was telling me about someone that's they are just in that primary stage, and the person is already talking of, I own you. And she said, no. Control run. This person is being manipulative. So imagine if you get married to that person. Imagine if you get married to that person. You see that you have no future. Give it some time, you'll be a shadow of yourself because the person will manipulate you to a point that you will not even believe your own self. Haven't you seen women that are out there that they are a shadow of themselves? They were so beautiful before they got married. But right now, go and check them. They're a shadow of themselves. Yes, some women can forget themselves. Those are not the people we are talking about right now. We are talking about those women that are being manipulated by men. And also vice versa, those men that are being manipulated by women. So conviction is asking, who am I going to become with this person? Remember, and don't forget, when we talk about conviction, the first thing is what is the value? Number 2, character. Number 3, shared vision. You see these 3 things I mentioned here, they are key. Because I see people that want to get married, or you're in courtship, or you are whatever, dating, whatever you call it, and you have not even had that real conversation with this person. You have not had the conversation. You are just you're just thinking of, Or maybe you even jump step 1, step 2, step 3. You now start thinking, if we get married, how many children are we giving birth to? Is that important? Right now, it's not. Because when you get to that particular discussion, it means you have agreed. So before you even get to those discussions, what are your values? What are your character? Observe from afar and see how he treats people. How committed is he or is she to the vision or the character that he said he has. Those are the things you need to look out for. Are we still here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please, can you... No, don't worry. Yeah, I see. Please, can you repeat the 3 steps again? I have shared values, character. I didn't hear the third one.
Vision, shared vision.
Okay,
Vision.
thank you.
So chemistry is a spark. Conviction is the fire that still burns when the wind blows. Chemistry is a spark. Conviction is that fire that still burns when the winds blow. Does anyone have any question at this point? I know I'm going too deep today, but we have to say it, right? So do you know that you go on a first date with someone and you feel so amazing? Before you could say, before you want to even take the paper towel to clean something that spilled on maybe food droplets in your lips or somewhere, he has already taken the paper and cleaned it for you. You just smile. Before you could bend down, maybe your shoe knuckle removed, you want to fix it, but before you could bend down, he has already bent down and he has fixed the shoe knuckle. Before you even want to pour the water in the cup, he has taken the glass, a glass and the cup, he has poured the water or the drink. And you just say, wow, this guy is so intentional. Do you know that chemistry has already been built just by that action? And without you knowing, this thing, they are just acting. The guy sat down at home and rehearsed all of these things. Or his friend sat him down and taught him. And he came in, he executed the plan, and he fell for it. Go ahead.
Like the example you give, so like the chemistry will be there for that period of time, and then it runs off. So it would mean like the person has to continue doing a lot of sweet things to just keep the chemistry going.
Do you know that if the person has what the person need actually is to just succeed in penetrating you with that chemistry. That's what the person need to succeed. And once the person, and you, because you like what you saw, right? You will want that to continue. And that is where manipulation now comes in. Are you getting it? Manipulation will now come in. He can start manipulating you because he knows that you like what you saw. If he sees that the manipulation is not working, he will activate code 1, which is what he did the first day, or code 2, something that will be more interesting than the one he did the first day. Once he activates that, the spark is back to normalcy. And you keep being a slave to his manipulation. I'm sure either directly or indirectly, you have had this kind of experience. Or someone that is streaming online or watching online have had this kind of experience. And that is why you need to be very careful. They say all that glitters is not good. that someone shows care does not really mean that he's caring. So it's possible to have amazing first dates and totally misaligned. Two of you are from different worlds. But because you like what you saw, or because no one have given you that kind of treat, you just want to stay there. You don't ever, in fact, just want to sleep and not wake up. Just want to remain there. Friends, it never works like that. Slow down. In the journey of relationship, one of the things that you must learn to do when everything seems to be going so fast, learn to slow down. Learn to just disappear. Learn to switch off your phone. Learn to not to pick the call. Learn to just be away. Because it might be true that things are going so fast. And if you go with that momentum, even the things that are gray in the relationship, you won't see them. The things that are even black, very visible for everyone to see. People around you are telling you, don't go, this is it. You are saying, no, no, no. I love him. I love him. So when you are all into someone, please take some step backward. Just take a break. When you take that break for 2 days, 3 days, your brain will rewire itself. It's automated. Because even if you decide today that you don't want to call, the first day you might pick your phone, you want to make that call. The second day you might pick your phone, you want to make that call. It's as if one part of you has left you. It's okay. Just allow that feeling. Allow that feeling. After a few days of staying off, sit down and reassess yourself and things, whether it's still what you want. Don't forget I said the reason why many women make mistake in relationship or men is because we go with the momentum. You go with the flow. The spark is there. It's back to back. The guy is not even giving any breathing space. He did the first one the first day. The second one, he activated code 2. He take the third one, on the third day, he activated code 3. Fourth day, he activated code 4. On the fifth day, the guy he has scattered your brain. You're just like, oh my God, I've not seen someone that's so intentional like this guy. I love him. Your friends are telling you, this guy is, come on, don't talk about my boyfriend like that. Don't talk about my love like that. This is the love of my life. You're talking about like that. No, you're jealous. Oh God. So my friends, this is it. A guy can be so intentional. He will plan everything point to point on how he is going to use to penetrate you. The first day, once he comes, he succeed on the first date. He knows that the second one he will succeed. He succeed on the second day. The third day he will come and succeed. Fourth day he will come and succeed. By the time that guy is consistent for 3 to 5 days, even you know that your heart has already left you. He's holding it. He's holding the key. You'll be feeling all of the mushy, all of the everything. Even Broken will call you, say, Broken, please leave me alone. I was talking with the love of my life. Oh my God, I can't be so thankful enough for sending this amazing man to me. He's so intentional. Before I say Jack, he has done it. You know why I'm flogging this? I'm flogging this because this is where many of you are. This is where many of you are. So I'm flogging this so that you can be able to know how to handle things when you see them. So you are not wrong for wanting chemistry, just like I said earlier. You are not wrong for wanting chemistry. But if chemistry is the only thing that you're looking out for, then you'll be one of those most miserable people in that relationship. So if the excitement disappears tomorrow, will I still respect this person's character, choices, and direction? The excitement that made you to go into that relationship. Haven't you seen women that initially, before they got married, it was all rosy, beautiful, lovey-dovey, everything. But after a while, they don't respect their husband again. Their husband, before their husband say Jack, they already say Robinson. This particular discussion is the reason why, most of the time. Money, like money, finance, Canadian dollar can also form chemistry, my friend. Can form very good chemistry. By the time someone sends you like 5K right now, and you actually need, but you didn't ask him for it. You guys don't even have anything. He sent you like 5K. And he's just very strategic. He didn't come to you asking for your number. And you see his name written there boldly and you know his name. If you go to him to ask you, I saw what you sent to me. You say, no, it's nothing. I just felt led to just send you something. I felt that you had need for it. Strategic. The next time he send you another one, maybe this time not money. This time one food you have been craving for a long time. He overheard it during your conversation with your friend. He just bought that food and sent it to you. You will see his name on the receipt. Strategic. The third time, you order one fine dress that will fit your person in Amazon. Before you know it, you just go to him and say, what do you want? Say, did I tell you I want anything from you? Maybe if you insist on what I want, maybe friendship is fine. So money can form chemistry. That's what I'm trying to communicate. But in all of this, if tomorrow this young man do not have the money, can you still respect him? Can you still obey him when he say, let's do this? I have seen a lot of women, amazing women out there, that the reason why they went into that relationship was because of poverty alleviation program. That was why they went into that marriage. But right now, the young man do not have money. And therefore, he doesn't have a say in the marriage. This is vice versa. Also, there are men that also marry women because of money, right? So the question is, if the excitement disappears tomorrow, would you still be able to respect this guy's decision? Would you still like his character and the direction he wants you guys to go as a family? Would you still be ready to obey him to go in that direction? Is there any question? You guys are all muted. I don't even know whether you guys are even here or
No,
not.
sir. No, sir. I don't have any questions for now.
We are here. We are here.
We are, yes.
We are here. Don't worry. Don't be scared.
So maybe the butterflies aren't as loud as they used to be. So now you guys are now back to the base. You guys are now back to the base. The butterfly is not as loud as it used to be. That is not a warning sign. If you go to him to answer that is what happens when infatuation matures into commitment. All right, so that is what happens when infatuation matures into commitment. Conviction isn't passive. Conviction is not passive. It is something that requires renewal. Even if the two of them were active by the time you got into that relationship, chemistry and conviction were active. The chemistry was there, the conviction was there, so everything was just top notch. You need to always renew that. So thriving couples don't wait for the chemistry to run on its own or autopilot. They create it. I'll just give you guys an instance where you go out to play football. You guys will laugh. This one will laugh. Maybe you guys go for jogging. At least I have to mention the one that doesn't involve money. So that some people will not come and tell me he's not doing this ones. But a lot of the guys doesn't have money. So let me mention the ones that don't really involve money. Playing football does not involve money, right? Don't mind me. So you play football together, you jog together, you exercise together, you go on a date, you go for vacation together, you travel together, you go for tourism. If these ones are so expensive, if you are in a village, go for Mama Put. Two of you should go to Mama Nkechi, E3. Just go there. That Mama Put. You know their food is always very nice. Buy one Iseu, the head of goats, and Pami, and just have fun. All right. So even when it gets to a point, or let me put it this way, sometimes we get to a point where the chemistry is not there, it's not visible, even in your home, in everything. Two of you are not seeing the chemistry, just living, or you're just relying on chemistry, on conviction. Even at that point, you guys will have to be intentional in creating that spark. Because most time when people tell me, I am tired of him, I am tired of her, immediately I know what the problem is. Because you guys are only relying on the chemistry that sparked many years ago or months ago. That's what you guys are relying on. You guys do not understand that you have to be very intentional in sparking up the chemistry in the relationship. Chemistry is like every product you buy in Costco. It has expiring dates. For instance, if I give my wife $1,000 right now to just go and just do shopping, and she'll be so happy that day, everything I want she will do. Give it 1 week, give it 2 weeks, that will fizzle out. Are you getting it? So you have to be very intentional. So if you're in a relationship, you guys have to be intentional in always ensuring that the spark in that relationship doesn't go down. That's why you have to be, always do things together. When I tell couples stuff, or when I counsel them, I always counsel them. If it is possible, two of you should go and serve in a unit. Or if you are serving in a different unit, he is serving another unit, make sure that two of you are serving. Make sure two of you have stuff to discuss when you get home. Make sure two of you have stuff to discuss when you get home. Your discussion should not only be Papa Emeka, baby diaper has finished. I will need to cook soup tomorrow. We don't have milk and some items at home, so you need to run to Costco to buy some stuff. As shocking as this is, this is a discussion. This is the only discussion that some couples do have in their home. Because why? There's no point of connection between the two of you. You don't serve together. You are not in the same industry in your place of work. You're not in the same industry. You don't serve together in church. You guys don't go for jogging together. You guys don't do stuff together that you guys will laugh yourself. I remember, was it Ashley or who? I think it was it Ashley or just me. I was telling her something. I was telling one of them something. I was telling them what happened many years ago between me and my wife. That anytime we remember that thing, we will laugh at ourselves. It's okay to do mistake together. But when you do the mistake, don't come and form as if you are the God and the other person is the devil. No. Two of you should accept the effect of the mistake together, and you will grow together. So foundation and fire, not one or the other. Foundation without fire is very dry and dutiful. Fire without foundation burns fast and burns out. You need both, but only one of them can hold weight. So, like the character can hold weight. Even in the season when there's no chemistry, character can hold. But if the character is not there and the chemistry is not there, chemistry can vanish. Okay, let me answer this question. So, can I ask question? If the chemistry is no longer visible and it is just conviction that is evident, can the couple revisit things that brought about the chemistry at the beginning of the relationship? Yes and no. Yes, because many times you don't even know what sparked the chemistry from the beginning. So imagine I've been married for more than 11 years now, or 10 years, I don't know, one of them. And you come and ask me what sparked the chemistry at the beginning. Possibility I can tell you point to point is not there. But you can always start from where you are. Because at that time, at this stage, you guys are. There is something for you to do. I'll give you an instance. Maybe when you guys met, you guys went to Mama Nkechi Buka. And that was the only thing you guys could afford at that time. So because how he treated you in the Buka was nice. At this stage, you guys have passed that particular stage where, Buka is no longer in your diary of things you need to do. So the question is this: should you go back to Mama Nkechi Buka? Because if you go back to Mama Nkechi Buka now, it will not spark the same chemistry as it sparked in the beginning. So what I'm saying is, there are lots at the stage you guys are right now that will spark the fire. Just do the things that is available for you guys to do right now in the relationship, and the fire will be lit. But if you can also go back to the beginning, or you guys are still in the same stage, you can also go back to the beginning and still do that stuff, which is 50-50 possibility that might spark that kind of fire as it did in the beginning might not be there. Because don't forget at this stage, your partner have seen your bad character, you have seen everything. So a whole lot of things might not really make sense to them right now. So that's why you need to be very intentional about what you do. Sister Kangwa,
Yes, sir.
ask me your question right now.
My question.
Yeah, all the questions you have, ask now.
Well, let's see. So for somebody, let's say somebody who's in the talking stage and they don't really have I wanted to ask how you measure conviction. Because you did say that maybe you, okay, yes, the character is there, but maybe you haven't seen the vision of how you could coexist together.
Okay, let me give some details on that.
Yeah.
So remember when I was talking about this, I said, stay behind the scene and observe how this person treats people.
Mm-hmm.
That if you don't do that, the way if you treat people badly, he will someday treat you that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can be one of the way you measure the person's character. Now, the person's value is glaring to the eyes. You're a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
One of your value is that you love God, right? And if you love God, whoever you're getting involved with must be a God lover,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is already a check if this person also loves God. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So the vision is, where are you going to? Where is he going to? For instance, you guys want to be a medical doctor tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
On the other end, he want to be a pharmacist tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you both want to live in Canada. What it means is that your vision kind of aligned because you guys are both at medical end. But on the family end, doesn't really align. Because one, you're going to be outside. As a medical doctor, you can be called on shift at any time. That means you have to be there. Pharmacists also have the same kind of routine. So that is to say the family will suffer. Unless the two of you agrees to bring another family member or you have family member that can support. I get what I'm saying. So, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's something that can be worked on if two of you agree from beginning that this is what you want to do. The other point is, you know you have a calling in your life to be a pastor. And this guy say he doesn't have any calling, say God thinks should just stay by the side. He want to be a good Christian, but not to be a pastor. So even if you are a pastor, he will not support you. You know that your vision does not align at all.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So these are during hard conversation. That is when you have an idea of all of these things. Now, once this person is done telling you all of the things that he wants to do with his life and all of that, you already know that, okay, you have an idea. Let me put it this way: you have an idea of what this person wants to do with his life.
Yeah.
The things that he has said about himself, how consistent is he over a period of time? So this is now where the next assignment comes for you. Because it's okay to come and tell me, speak English and tell me A, B, and C. But the next point is, I want to see how consistent you are. If I tell you I'm going to call you back, if it is really important for us to talk, maybe we are lovers, I should call you. If I miss to call you, the next time I call, I should first apologize for not calling the last time I promised I'll call. Not justifying why I did not call. So being consistent in what you say you stand for is very key. This conviction is something you have from the beginning.
Well, you said this conviction is something you have from the beginning?
No, this conversation is what you need to have from the beginning, because it doesn't make sense that you are wasting your time with someone that two of you are going different direction.
So, sir, I do have a question. So, is it in the talking stage that we have that conversation, or
In the
it's
talking
after the
stage.
guy has
In
said
the
that,
talking
okay,
stage.
oh, okay.
In the talking stage, that is where because it's just like you have your main door in your house, you have the rooms. If I let you in, I must be sure they're coming to my house, right? So if I let you into my house and you don't have any business in my house, I let you into my rooms, you have wasted my time. So once this person makes his intention known, which is that talking stage, you guys want to, or most time, if this person is a friend and you are kind of relaxed with him and you have, seeing that this conversation is going somewhere, somehow you can use wisdom to chip in some things. But most times at that point, it places you in the pedestal of being desperate. That's how some guys will see it. But most time it's better that he come up to propose to you or say, okay, I want us to take the relationship to the next level. I want us to date. I want us to marry or whatever. At that point, sir, can we slow down? Can we have some conversation? So that time you tell a man, I want to go and think about it. In that period of thinking, you call him one of the day, can we have a conversation? Because when women say, I want to go and think about it, I really wonder what you guys go to think. Because realistically, you don't even think about it.
We'll pray about it.
No, I say think because that is what you tell men. I want to go and think about it. I get what I'm saying. So realistically, in that season of or in that period, that blind period, you don't really think about it. You just go about your life. So at that point, if it's someone that you like, you already be expecting the person to be behaving like your boyfriend, like your man friend, like your cutting mate. I don't know whatever you call him. Whereas you have not told him yes, you have not told him no. Am I lying? Women, answer me. Am I lying? Am I breaking the table?
No, sir.
So this is a simple truth. So instead of you just leaving yourself oblivious to whatever, why not you just have real conversation and know if this guy. So in that period of telling him you are thinking about it, once you are done having this conversation, you now go to the observation mode. You start observing him. You place him on radar and start observing him. How consistent is he to the things that he has said? How does he treat people? So if you have not been paying attention to him, these are the things, this is the time you're supposed to pay attention. So if, let's say, you tell him, okay, give me 2 weeks, give me 1 month, I'm going to come back to you. This period of time is where we're supposed to have that conversation and start your observation. Ask questions about him. If you cannot ask questions directly because people will suspect, you tell someone that you respect, I know the guy or know people that know the guy, that you know that your cover will not be blown, right? Tell the person will begin to do some, underground research and find out about him, ask questions. So this is what you're supposed to do in that your thinking time, not just going to be sleeping and waking up expecting the guy to be calling you for 20 hours. The day he doesn't call, you're angry. Whereas you have not even told him yes, you haven't told him no. Am I breaking the
So
table?
can I ask my own question now?
Go ahead.
So is it also at the talking stage that you begin to ask these hard questions, or
That,
at what point?
that was that was the question I just answered now. I said at that talking stage, if I let me even ask, what do you even mean by talking stage? Because it might be different from what I have in mind. So what do you mean by talking stage?
Oh, so for me, it's when a guy meets me and not necessarily maybe he has been my friend or something, but he shows a level of interest in me, and we begin to speak before he finally, proposes or opens up to tell me, oh, I like you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Okay, so let me help you guys here. See, women, you guys also need to be helping the guys around you. There are guys around you that likes you guys so much, but they cannot open up. They don't have that boldness, either because of their upbringing, exposure, and whatever. They don't have that boldness to come up to you to tell you. So while you are waiting there for them to come out boldly to tell you, I like you, my friend, you will wait forever. It's only when someone have stepped in and proposed to you, that is when they will start crying. They will start crying. And I tell you, didn't you see it? Didn't you see that I've been up all about you? But you'll not be telling, but he didn't say anything. He said, but you're supposed to know. You say, but am I a spirit? How would I know what you have in your mind? So now, when someone is always calling you and you have senses that, let's say, or it seems this guy likes me, how do you help the guy? Call the guy one day and say, Mr. Man, I really appreciate your care, and I know that you have been so consistent in calling me to know how I'm feeling, how everything is going on with me. I really appreciate that. I don't take your care for granted. But I think at this point, I need to know what's going on. What's really going on between the two of us? Or should I better put it this way? I'm just telling you there are different ways you can frame the question. Are you liking me? This question, it hits hard to the man. But if he sees that as opportunity to totally come up to you and say yes. I getting it? Because there are people around you that will never, I can tell you, even before they will come up to you, from the first day or first month the two of you met, they've already started liking you. Most of them will eventually open up to you after a year or 2 years, wasting your time. Whereas by that time, would have had one kiss or two with him. So what are you supposed to do? It doesn't make you look cheap. It just makes you, it just kind of an attribute that helps you to filter out the people and know where to place people. I've given you guys, for those that have been long with us, I've given you guys this instance. My friend, a very close friend of mine, once you start calling him on a regular, he will tell you, Mr. Man, come, what's up? What is happening? What is this? Is there any message you're not telling me? Tell me now. Don't come and be crying to me later that you like me and I did not see it. What is it? And the man will open up and say, this is it. Because you're making it easy for him. Because most of you, the way you carry yourself, most men feel intimidated by your presence.
Sir, how? Me, I need to know because I think you have said you have pointed my attention to that kind of thing before. So how?
Okay, I think I even need to have a conversation, guy-to-guy conversation, where it's just me and the guys. I will teach them how to ask a woman. how
So
to,
I think not their own insecurity.
Hey.
It's intimidation.
not insecurity, my friend. Not even intimidation. All right? Okay, so when you grow up from a family that teaches you don't insult a woman, you respect a woman. If you do any rubbish to the girl child in the house, you are going to get caned. You grow up, in fact, and also you now grow up, you now join JCCF, or what is the other?
NCCF,
Is the NCCF? There's another one. This campus fellowship.
RCF.
Not RCF. There is other one. That is Pekoko. Forgotten it. Sister Bimpe, tell me now. What is that campus fellowship in school? I've forgotten the name. So
School of Inkling.
no, not in Canada. I mean, like somewhere in Nigeria.
Is it Deeper Life?
Deeper Life is one, but there's other one.
Mm.
Okay. So you now join that kind of fellowship. Now, okay, let's use Deeper Life for instance. Where women and to be arm's length. Men has to be arm's length. So now you came from family where the woman and the man They are in a different world because of how your parents, made the male child believe, which is nice, which is a good treatment. Now you go to school where you're not supposed to be exposed, mess up with the women. You now join a fellowship like that. They now start separating you further. So now you now see in your journey, you have not really had that proximity with women. It has been women on their own, the male on their own. And the teachings they teach you in that kind of fellowship will still to further separate you, not giving you the boldness to even go and weigh a woman. So now come on, now you answer me, Bimpe. Do you think that this man that passed through this kind of training will be bold to talk to you?
No, sir.
It's as simple as ABCD. So it's not because of whether the man intentionally want to do it, but it's because of the upbringing, the exposures have, conditioned him how to relate with a woman. So when you have those people in your space, you have to intentionally help them to open up to you. If not, two of you will be friends. They will love you. They will even die for you, but they won't be able to open up to you.
Wow.
So you now see the reason why. Another thing is, when you are doing well as a person, especially someone coming to Canada new, and you are established, you already have your house, you have a car, and you're doing well for yourself. If you're not careful, there are most of those guys that came in new that they've not even found their bearing, but they saw you, they like you. They won't be able to come to you. Because by the time they come to you, we want to give them a ride and they see your car. And they see that you're established, you're doing well, you're working in maybe government of Newfoundland, they're not doing home care. Because home care might be a place of intersection between the two of you, but you're not in that space. You are working with government of Newfoundland, you're working with Schlumberger, you're working with a big company. That alone can also be a point where some men won't be able to access you, won't be able to talk to you, won't be bold enough to talk to you. So at that point, you that you have observed them, please help them. It does not make you look desperate, no. It just you just want to filter the people that are supposed to be in your space out. The people that are not supposed to be there, filter them out. It's as simple as ABCD. When I have this kind of conversation with women, number one question I used to get, you want to make us feel cheap? I say no. It will make you feel cheap. I'm a man. It will make you feel cheap. It just means that the men that are coming to your life, they know. Or maybe once they meet themselves and they have conversation about you, they will tell themselves that lady, you need to be intentional about what you need from her from the beginning. If not, don't even go close. Did I answer your question?
Thank you, sir.
Bimbe, what is your question?
I still have a question, sir. You didn't
Okay,
finish.
let's Bimbe ask a question first, then I come back to you.
Okay.
Bimbe, we're waiting for you.
Sammy, I don't have a question, no.
My friend, ask your question. You're not married. You say you don't have a question. Ask your question. You have a question.
I guess the only thing is, in terms of single ladies, what are some of the things that one can start doing to prepare for marriage? Like, I know they've spoken about it before in church, but I genuinely want like more realistic, like what are like really realistic things that maybe sir you did before you got married and has really helped you now that you are in marriage.
Read book.
Okay.
Okay. Not what kind of books, but can you recommend the books?
Okay. I have a list of books. If I won't say I'm going to bring on my library. I'll move them to Canada soon because my library is so big. I was imagining every week you're buying book for more than a year. How big your library will be. All right. So There's a scripture that said when they were asking Jesus about, marriage, divorce, and all that, one of the answer he gave was that, have you not read? Can't remember the scripture right now, but if you remember, please let me know. Say, have you not read? That is to say that you have not been in that journey before. You have not gone through that path before. You always do trial by error if you do not read, if you do not seek for counsel. So that is to say that one of the things that better prepare you for marriage, it is study, read. Read. And there are some, I've been to a lot of marriage seminars, right? And when I have opportunity to talk to single ladies, I tell them, please don't be under every teaching about marriage. Don't be under every teaching, because some people come with their frustration and come and teach you their own frustration, and you learn it and you go with it and think that you have learned something. So please filter those that you listen to. Filter them. And many of us, when we teach about relationship, we just come and give people theory, nothing practical. And that's why anytime I have session, I try as much as possible to make it realistic, to make it practical. Something that you can hold on, something that you can see, or something a tool that you can work with. So number one is to go and study. Number two is, by the time you look at yourself, how confident do you feel about you? How confident do you feel about you? So this particular question comes in a package. So it talks of how you look. Remember, you're not dressing for another person. You are dressing for you. But in the dressing that you are, with that particular dress, how confident do you feel of you in that dress? The woman you are becoming. I've always told us here, you don't dress for the person that you are. You dress for the woman you are becoming. If you want to say, okay, you want to be a CEO or you open a business, my dear, you have to start dressing as the CEO so that people can see and respect you. Right? So the way you dress, the way you communicate your idea, learn how to speak and be intentional in the way you speak. As a woman, one of the things my mom will always tell my younger sister, you don't laugh anyhow. There's a way a woman laughs. There's a way a woman carries herself. Can you walk into a room and people are all glaring to see who is this person? People are asking themselves, who is this person? That is called executive presence. There's a lot about this particular package, all right? Many people say, no, people say, which is not important, because I've seen them happen. And for me as a person, I assess people based on this. And most people that even argue this are even people that don't even know. Right? So that's number two. Number three. Should I say number three? Oh, God. Learn how to treat people. Learn how to serve and how to treat people right. Learn how to serve. Not necessarily because money is involved. It's even more profitable to serve when money is not involved. Because many of the time, the person you're looking for will see you in a place of service. So serve and learn to treat people right. Be there for people even when it's not a convenient one for you. So be there for people. So these characters, if they are parts of you naturally, You don't need to go and fake anything to any man. You don't need to go and fake anything. Don't go and wear, you are a young girl, you are don't go and be dressing like one old man. Don't come and tell me that is what you're comfortable with. It's not about what you're comfortable with, because realistically, even you don't feel comfortable inside. Okay, you are comfortable, you don't feel confident inside. When you dress like a young girl. Don't come and dress like one old mother. Remember, I said, you're not doing all of these things because of the man. You're doing this thing for your own self. There are some level of conversation you cannot hold firmly when you don't dress well. I will explain. Have you ever thought about why you see bankers, they're always on suits, ties, and their shoes are looking so as well polished and neat. They are looking clean. Have you ever asked yourself why? The reason is because the more confident, the neater you dress, the more confident you feel. And the more confident you feel, the easier you can be able to strike conversation and close deals. You might say, okay, this doesn't concern me. Nobody's telling you to go and buy everything. The ones you have, select them, know how to combine colors. The ones you have, just dress them for yourself and look nice. Look at yourself in mirror and say, wow, God created you. Oh, have you seen this beauty? Oh my God. As in blush, you like to look at yourself in the mirror and blush. Blush on yourself. If the intention is dressing to meet a man, that is where the intention is wrong. But if the intention is for you to dress to feel confident of yourself, then the intention is right. So it's in that so doing that you build the character that you need. Remember, I said learn to treat people well, because in that marriage, you will meet in-laws that will not like you. Most of them might not like you. Most of them will not even treat you nice. But because you have learned to treat people nice, even when it doesn't feel right, you always treat them right. So I hope I answered your question, Pimpe.
Yes, sir.
So I hope the answer I gave are practical enough.
Yes, sir, they are.
All right. So, Sister Kangwa, please go ahead.
So, Brother Ken, you mentioned about conviction and also chemistry, and you said chemistry will grow whenever you do like certain things. And you also said that chemistry is important if you're looking for it. So what if you do like all those things and chemistry is not coming up? Of trying to get close to the person.
No, to start with, everything is from the mind,
Mhm.
because you already have a definition about this person that makes you feel that this person is not it. So in your mind, you have not even choosing to give this person a space. That is the problem. I get what I'm saying. You have
Mhm.
not chosen to give the person a space. You only look at maybe there's something about the person that you don't like, and that is the only thing you capitalize on. So irrespective of what the person do, that's one, that thing that you hold on to will always surpass. So now how do you come out from it? Look at the person. Are there things in the person, are there likable things in that person? If there are likable things in that person, look at those things. Still hold on to what you don't like is okay, but lower the percentage and let what you like about this person push up a little bit. And let this person start doing all of those things I said about how to build chemistry. And you see that the chemistry will just spark. I get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if, for instance, how best can I put this? I put wine, very fresh wine, in a cup,
Mhm.
and I carry sour wine Yeah, that even if it is just a glass and put inside that cup to a full glass of wine, it will sour. It will change the taste of the wine, irrespective of how sweet the wine is. A soured wine will change the taste of the whole one full cup of wine. This is how it is. So imagine now that what you're holding in your hand is one full cup of soured wine. So whatever this person will do will not change the taste of the soured wine at all. But if the one you're holding in your hand is sweet wine, and you take a cup of the soured wine and pour inside, it will change the taste, but it won't be as bad as the full cup of soured wine. I get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is how you do it. Just give yourself a week or a few days. Just start reminiscing on the things you think you like about this person, and let go of the things you think you don't like about this person. It's a brain work. Let it be there. If you're in the same space with this person, just be looking at this person and just see how gifted this person is. How talented this person is. If this person has one talent or something very visible, look at that. Just paying attention to that and give it a while. You will see that what's the way your perception about this person will begin to change. And once this person begin to activate all of the stuff we talked about, how to build chemistry, it will spark with ease. It will spark with ease. So let not go and throw away a good man on the altar of we don't have chemistry. Don't. Because the one you have chemistry with might not be a good man, and you will suffer for it in that relationship. All right. Hope I answered your question. I have to end YouTube right now. So folks on YouTube, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. I'm still here for those of us on Zoom. Please stay back. I just want to end YouTube. Thank you so much for those that join on YouTube. We'll meet again